I'm here at the Rose Garden to meet with Mary and also debrief with Kathleen.
So Mary, I'm so glad you could make it.
Thanks.
You definitely have a role in this discussion, that's for sure. Let's start with a strategic analysis of whether or not you're ready for retirement.
Jennifer, you met with me to see whether or not I would be able to make my retirement goals over the next 5 years. No.
As we suppose.
This is a very large number that I somehow need to make happen.
How did it go with the business valuation specialist?
It became very clear that I am not ready. One of the things I need to do is have all of my P&L statements reviewed by outside accounting firms so that I can assure any potential buyer. Then the other piece is to have the management team in place, to have them identified and to maybe even get started. I think that Mary is thinking about whether or not she would like to commit herself to the business.
I've had a grasp on what happens in the business and every kind of the day-to-day. Makes me feel good to know that I would be considered. It's been a huge part of the family for so long that it's really kind of a cornerstone in the way that the family functions together.
What kind of ideas came forward with the meeting with the commercial real estate broker?
Well, being a really practical person, I'll probably take a very good look at the lot next door. One of the things that he liked was the idea of storage. And then he talked about mixed residential and commercial building. And one of the things I liked was the idea of building spaces and leasing them to compatible businesses. Often what happens is you'll be picking ceramic tile and it'll all become about the wall covering, so it'd be nice if you could just walk over there and do your paint selections.
And at the same time gain a rental income. And lastly, we have asset allocation. So how did it go when you're talking about how your profit sharing plan is allocated?
Ed was very direct and very strong. He had a number of suggestions, the first one being to fire my fund managers. The next thing would be restructuring of the profit sharing.
Are you involved in the profit sharing plan?
Not at this point, I'm not.
But
I wasn't involved down on the road, yes. I think that Kathleen's process would be to see who would want to take it over from the family. And I would definitely need to be present for that.
Where now do you see yourself in 6 years, which is the 10-year plan?
It seems as though I may be able to organize myself for that window.
So you have the inspiration that you were hoping for?
I do.
Excellent. Well, I hope this has been a great opportunity for the two of you.
It has been fantastic, really, just to see all the different parts and pieces that need to come together.
Although I do know I have a lot of work to do, I am really looking forward to the day when I can slow down and spend some more time with Joe and do some of the things that I really am passionate about. You know, Joe, you were talking about retiring in 5 years and
4 years.
Or 4 years. I realized I'm probably gonna just be working a little bit longer than that. I can't just imagine myself not having anything that I was doing. So if I'm just working part-time, we'll have a lot more time to play.
Sure.
And it'll be fun. I figured out that I'm not going to be able to retire as soon as I hoped because I learned a little bit about the math involved in figuring out whether or not I'm going to make it. The important thing is that it's opened up so many areas of discussion. Now, when I think about retiring, I've already started these discussions with Mary, and we can move forward with looking at what's going to happen.
I'm very excited to be part of the family business, and it feels really great to know that she'll be there with me and standing beside me along the way because she has so much knowledge and is such a great influence on my life.
Well, I'm hoping Kathleen will not take too long to have some time to do things with me also, so I'm hoping that she'll be behind me.
If I decide to continue working, if I decide to pursue a second career, Joe always says the same thing to me. Honey, you can do whatever you want.
Many baby boomers like Kathleen are facing the reality that they won't be able to retire as soon as they'd wanted. Thanks to Jennifer's guidance, Kathleen now has the tools to better understand and implement the steps that she must take to get there, so she and Joe can live out their golden years together.